Jake, I think we're ready. What do you think?
Yes.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready with the Honorable High Commissioner of India and Vipul Jani, the brains behind this event, and all of our awardees.
That's right. Please welcome our High Commissioner and our award recipients.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome them too.
If we can have our High Commissioner as well as our recipients just right in the front, that's how we lost all my hair. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, for our High Commissioner and our recipients as we celebrate the 4th IMEC Canada-India Charity Gala. Now that we've asked you to take your seats, if you could please stand and join us for the singing of the national anthem of Canada and India. But before we do that, I do want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the treaty lands and the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We recognize the importance of acknowledging this land and the elders and the indigenous peoples that took care of it for thousands of years before anyone stepped foot here. We pay respect to all Anishinaabe, as well as other First Nations, Métis, and Inuit past, present, and future. Chief and Wedge, if you could please rise for the national anthem.
gentlemen, officially welcome to the 4th annual IMEC Charity Gala. We should introduce ourselves, shouldn't we?
This lovely young person I have known since she was 16 years old, big fan of hers, Omega Jan.
Thank you, and to my left, I've clearly known you only for 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. But a man who really needs no introduction, Jake here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be beginning with a performance. So today, we have the students of Gala, and they'll be performing their first dance today. Now, Gala is a dance school established by Mrs. Gunnenbuck in Toronto in 2001. And they train young students in Bharatanatyam and Indian classical dance style, also in folk dance styles at 3 different locations across the GTA, in Scarborough, Vaughan, and Brampton.
And this act shows us how yoga and Ayurveda hold deep significance in our lives. Students of Nritya Kalamandir School of Indian Classical Dance will be showing us our connection to traditional healing practices that originated in India thousands of years ago. Please welcome Mudra's Dance Company.
Ayurveda is the ancient holistic system of medicine that originated in India over 5,000 years ago. Ayur means life and Veda means science or knowledge. Thus, Ayurveda is the science of life, or the knowledge of longevity. Ayurveda seeks to promote health and well-being by maintaining a balance between the body, mind, and spirit. Ayurveda recognizes that everything in universe, including the human body, is composed of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space.
Bhumi Mangalam, Udaka Mangalam, Agni Mangalam, Vayu Mangalam, Gagana Mangalam, Surya Mangalam, Chandra Mangalam, Jagat Mangalam, Jiva Mangalam, Deha Mangalam, Mano Mangalam, Atma Mangalam, Sarva Mangalam, Bhavatu Bhavatu Bhavatu, Sarva Mangalam, Bhavatu Bhavatu Bhavatu, Sarva Mangalam, Bhavatu Bhavatu Bhavatu.
Ancient Indian culture and traditions have enriched the lives of countless individuals, offering timeless wisdom and guidance for holistic living. The world has categorized these holistic practices as yoga and Ayurveda. However, They are not merely practices, they are intrinsic elements of daily life, woven into the fabric of our society from birth to old age.
ॐ ह्रां मित्राय नमः ॐ ह्रीं रवये नमः ॐ ह्रूं सूर्याय नमः ॐ ह्रैं भानवे नमः.
Both yoga and Ayurveda are deeply rooted in ancient Indian philosophy, drawing from texts such as Vedas and Upanishads. They have been passed down through generations via oral tradition, taught by gurus to their disciples in ashrams and households. These practices are not isolated disciplines but intertwined seamlessly with religious ceremonies, cultural traditions, and social norms, shaping every aspect of life in ancient India.
जयति योगरीत्या पतञ्जलि मुनरूपज्ञा
Yoga and Ayurveda have gained widespread popularity and recognition on the global scale. Today, people from diverse cultural backgrounds embrace and practice yoga and Ayurveda for their holistic benefits, contributing to their continued evolution and integration into global wellness practices. India's approach to healthcare recognizes the value of integrating traditional wisdom with modern scientific knowledge to provide comprehensive and holistic healthcare solutions.
सबसे बढ़ के दिल में मेरे वतन आसमां भी हार जाए कर ले कोई जतन सबसे बढ़ के दिल में मेरे है ये मेरा वतन आसमां भी हार जाए कर ले कोई जतन मैनू लग गया ओ मैनू लग गया ओ मैनू लग गया लग गया लग लग गया लग गया लग लग गया कसुंबी रंग ऐसा मैनू लग गया लग गया लग लग गया लग गया लग लग गया कसुंबी रंग ऐसा मैनू लग गया लग गया मैनू लग गया लग गया मैनू लग गया कसुंबी रंग ऐसा मैनू लग गया लग गया लग लग गया लग गया लग लग गया कसुंबी रंग सिर पे जोड़ जाएंगे जग से भी लड़ जाएंगे आबरू इसकी रखने को तो मैं वारी गावा ये जीवन कैसा मैनू लग गया लग गया लग लग गया लग गया लग लग गया कसुंबी रंग कैसा मैनू लग गया लग गया लग लग गया लग गया लग लग गया कसुंबी रंग कैसा मैनू लग गया लग गया लग लग गया लग गया लग लग गया कसुंबी रंग
All right, beautiful ladies, absolutely gorgeous. And for those who don't know, Bharatanatyam is one of India's 7 classical dance forms. It is akin to the kind of discipline that one would need for ballet. So you girls did wonderfully. Thank you so much. A big round of applause for them. All right, the video said something, Jake, that was really poignant, and that was ancient Indian practices are now benefiting people across the world, around the world. And when I say once Ayurveda products make it into Sephora, you know who made it, right? So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, please feast your eyes on the screens. We have 4 of them for a video that we have for you right now.
Impact Media and Events Corporation is the fastest growing platform on Canada-India bilateral corridor, hosting back-to-back business and political leader roundtables, conferences, welcome receptions, gala, and other activities. IMEC also raises funds for various charitable causes and organizations. Senior business leaders and political leaders from all across Canada now participate actively and enthusiastically at IMEC events. Come join us and let us all grow together. For more information, visit our website at www.imec.biz or call us at 416-827-5189.
All right, very nice. At this point, I would like to invite Vipul Jani to come up, please, and bring greetings. Vipul Jani is the founder, director for Impact Media and Events Corporation, IMEC. Vipul Jani is the organizer of the gala tonight. IMEC works on the Canada-India corridor and organizes Make in India themed sector-specific bilateral conferences, business leaders roundtables, and receptions, provincial and interprovincial conferences, business delegations from one Canadian province to another, education conference, annual gala events, golf tournament, and much more. Now also expanding in the U.S. with the first IMEC US-India Gala coming up soon.
Thank you. Okay, Vipul is a journalist for the past 35 years and has his own media company here in Canada for the past 22 years. He's published 2 weekly newspapers, had his own radio program, and has been a part of several business and not-for-profit organizations since his arrival in Canada in 2000. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Vipul Jani.
Anyway, so welcome to the 4th IMEC Canada India Charity Gala. Can everyone hear me well? Yes. I'm very happy to see familiar faces in the audience. People who have been participating at IMEC events since 2019. Some attend on and off, as I keep torturing them to attend. And for those of you joining us for the first time. In the last 6 years, we have hosted 25 major conferences, roundtables, receptions, gala, golf, and other events. People that are speaking, talking right now, you are free to do so. Anyone speaking right now will cost you $1,000 to any charity of your choice. Keep talking, just be ready to write a check. So, during the pandemic, we hosted 5 virtual bilateral conferences on IT, manufacturing, travel, tourism, hospitality, infrastructure, renewable energy, as well as healthcare and pharmaceuticals, bringing together presidents and CEOs of large companies in all these sectors, cabinet ministers from Government of Canada, Government of India, High Commissioner, Consul General, members of Parliament, Provincial Parliament, institutional investors, pension funds, banks, also hosted high-powered delegations coming from India and more. This year also, we have a long lineup of major events, starting with the gala today. Next month, we are putting together a major Indo-Pacific event in Ottawa. In July, we'll be putting together a business delegation from Ontario to Alberta. In August, a global speaker series will be launched. In September, a golf tournament. In October, we are launching a US-India Gala. And in November, an education conference again, building further upon a very successful conference held last year in October, right here at the same venue. My journey resembles the Canada-India relations, sometimes 2 steps forward and 1 step back, sometimes 1 step forward, 3 steps back, sometimes reminding me of an ice age frozen in time. As my well-wishers tell me to continue, to build upon the work I have already done and not let the negatives distract me from the end goal. I am sure people working on the bilateral corridor also go through similar emotions, especially in the last few years. Well, as they say, change is the only constant, and change for the better may come soon. High Commissioner Verma will tell us more on the bilateral front, so let us hear more from him later. While we take immense pride in the fact that senior business and political leaders have been participating at IMEC events from all across Canada, even beyond. So far, we have had people participating from 10 different countries, including 2 today from Indonesia and Dubai. What gives me immense satisfaction is the fundraising aspect. So far, in 2 gala events and 1 education conference, we have raised $110,000 for Canadian charities as of today. All thanks to generous donations, contributions from you, the audience. So this year, we are raising funds for 2 worthwhile causes, Scarborough Health Network or SHN, and AAPI Charitable Foundation or Kartarpur Charitable Fund in Punjab, India. On each seat, somebody really wants to donate. So your time will come, just wait. On each seat, you will find a donation form. Please feel free to contribute whatever you can. Every penny counts and it will go directly 100% to the hospitals. We don't get anything from it. We don't collect anything in our name. It goes directly in the name of the hospitals, and they will issue a charitable tax receipts to you directly as well. So please remember, sooner or later, we are going to need their help, and the donations today will eventually help us back in taxes today and in healthcare tomorrow. So we'll collect all the forms just before the dinner, and then we'll announce how much we have collected. So while people, you are free to contribute whatever you like, I would like to make a personal appeal today. We have 4 hospitals that we are raising funds for today. So I would make a personal appeal. If we can have 20 people from the audience, out of the entire audience, if we can have 20 people to contribute $5,000 each, or 10 people to contribute $10,000 each, that will give us at least $100,000 to split between the hospitals. So once again, I leave it up to you guys, and we'll come back to you later for that. IMEC is thankful to the High Commissioner of India and the Consul General of India to Toronto for their ongoing support and participation. Also, a big thank you to all our annual partners and sponsors. I'm not going to name all of them. You will see them on the screens as well during the event. NAIC Production for doing the amazing job that you're doing. When I started the IMEC platform 6.5 years ago, people told me nobody will come, you don't have a big company or deep pockets, and you need all those things, otherwise nobody can come. Once people started coming, they said, oh, it's okay, but you are not going to be able to sustain it for long. So now it's been almost 7 years. So they said, okay, maybe 2-3 events, 4 events. Now it is 28 events. And we are still going strong. So we have brought together thought leaders, companies ranging from 10 million to $1 billion plus, from 7 different Canadian provinces, from 10 different countries, multiple sectors, multiple provinces. As I mentioned earlier, Gala, golf, education conference, farewell receptions, welcome receptions, now going to other provinces and to the US as well. It has not been easy at all, and we have a very long way to go. Just like the Canada-India bilateral relations, we must not let the dark clouds limit our vision or curb our enthusiasm. The sun will be shining tomorrow, and the fruits of our labor today will be there for everyone to enjoy tomorrow. So we are a small company with a big vision. Join us on this amazing journey. Join us as an annual partner, and let us grow this platform into a North American platform together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vipul. Thank you. And your pledge, your ask to everybody for raising funds, it is going to 4 hospitals, and it is so important. Healthcare is so important, right? We need it. From the time we are born to the time for us to meet our Maker, we need healthcare for us, for our generations. And so please give generously. Let's support the recipients that are here, right? The recipients will give generously, I am sure. But certainly, if you're here as a guest, show your host the generosity that you can exude by giving generously to these wonderful 4 hospitals that are doing Herculean work right here on this planet. So, you know what you need to do, and you know how much you're able to give, and God blesses you tenfold, right, when you give, and you give unconditionally.
Absolutely. And we have a goal, right? We have a goal of 20 people donating $5,000 and 10 people donating $10,000. Is that correct?
Yes. The goal is 100,000.
So however we get there.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. It is now time, and I know Vipul mentioned our High Commissioner, His Excellency the Honorable Mr. Sanjay Kumar Verma. I'd like to invite him up, but before he comes up, just a little bit about this wonderful human. High Commissioner Sanjay Kumar Verma graduated from Patna University and continued his study at the IIT in Delhi, pursuing a postgraduate degree in physics. He entered into the Indian Foreign Service in 1988, stationed at the Commission of India, Hong Kong, and at the embassies of India and the People's Republic of China, Vietnam, and Turkey, before serving as the Consul General of India in Milan, Italy. He also served as the Indian ambassador to the Republic of Sudan.
And following his tenure in Sudan, the High Commissioner served as Joint Secretary for Global Estate Management and later as Additional Secretary for Administration and Cyber Diplomacy in the Ministry of External Affairs, New Delhi. Now, before arriving in Canada, he served as the Ambassador of India to Japan. And then High Commissioner Verma is deeply passionate about IT, AI, cyber diplomacy, delivery of people-centric services using interactive technologies, guiding and facilitating small businesses and investors. He reads and writes and speaks not only Hindi, not only English, but also Mandarin and a little bit of conversational Bengali. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to invite and welcome the Honorable Sanjay Verma to the stage.
And Upeka and I, Your Excellency, were wondering, what do we know in Bengali? And here's what we know. Hami tumhare bhalo bhashi. There you go.
That's it. That's from the song. Who knows that Bollywood song? Right. Thanks, Nina.
Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, CEOs, CTOs and other C-suite executives here. First of all, I would like to extend my thanks to Mr. Vipul Jani for organizing the Impact Media and Events Corporation's 4th Canada-India Charity Gala. All these go for good cause, and I'm sure just by the virtue of all of us being here, we share the vision of charity, we share the vision of creating a good health network which is affordable, accessible, and of course, preserve-oriented. There was a bit of intersperse from the CEO of IMEC about the possible negativity and then talking about the bilateral. Now, what happens is that all of us learn about our bilateral relation largely from the media. Nothing against media, but media needs stories which are more sensational, and those coming to the newspapers. What we don't hear is that in the first 3 months, Saskatchewan's exports to India has increased by 600%. And I'm talking about a big value. Saskatchewan happens to be India's largest trading partner in Canada. So if that goes up by 600% in the first quarter, it augurs well for our total bilateral trade with Canada. What media puts it in a corner is that as soon as the Trans Mountain pipeline got open, 2 million barrels of crude was required by Reliance Group of Industries in India to go all the way to Jamnagar. If this experiment, and that will be the first order coming through that pipeline, if that becomes something which could be looked positively, then India is energy hungry. India will need much more to be exported out of that pipeline or other pipelines in Canada. What doesn't get reported is that Ontario, where we are sitting today, has been sending trade delegations, has been sending people-to-people delegations, has been sending cultural delegations from here all the time. So what I would urge fellow participants here is to look beyond what you see in the media. And many of those things we collate in the form of a newsletter, and that is placed as a downloadable book on our website. That will give you some other facts as you would require to know for the bilateral relations. For those who are engaged with India or on the Canada-India corridor, let's look at a few things. So today, all of us know that India is the 5th largest economy with close to about 4.1 trillion US dollar worth of GDP. I used to talk about India becoming the 4th largest by 2026. But it was just the last week that I saw a report coming from World Bank saying that it will be in 2025. So India on the economic front, and since most of us sitting here have got trade and investment interests globally, so India on the economic front is growing well. Policy directions and directives have been serving well for the investors and the traders alike. The stability in the policy framework is very much there to be seen. I'll give you an example. The foreign portfolio investment from Canada to India is close to 75 billion Canadian dollars. And there was a concern amongst all the Maple 8 whether they will get the tax exemption for the year 2024-25 financial year. And the concern was largely because of what Mr. Jani just talked about. But they once again got the exemption. And to tell you briefly what this exemption means, one tax exemption for a year for $75 billion would cost Indian taxpayers to subsidize close to about $1 billion. So our relationship has fluctuations, our relationship has ups and downs, but our relationship has good foundation to move ahead. And that is the message I want to give you all. Feel confident when interacting with India, Indian market, Indian economy, Indian innovation ecosystem. Finally, you will see that the objective of the two countries, the mandates that we have on both sides, look for convergences and not divergences. Let's look at more convergences. Let's look at narrowing the divergences so that tomorrow they can also become convergence. There are concerns, and there's no hiding the fact that there are concerns. But let the concerns be handled by those who are meant to handle those concerns, the governments on the two sides, and we will see the light at the end of the tunnel. We have one of our own, an Indo-Canadian sitting in this room, who heads Canada's Indo-Pacific diplomacy from Jakarta. And if you ask him, he will say the same thing with the Southeast Asia, that there are issues on which there are convergences, there are issues on which there are less of convergence. But that's the nature of the bilateral relation between any two large countries. So let's not delve too much on the so-called, as Mr. Jani said, negativity. I will not call it negativity, divergences I will rather call. And let's look at what we can converge together. Let's look at what we can create together, and together we can create well-being, welfare, and wealth. Second point I want to mention, because it's a health-related charity gala, and we had just watched something on the wellness coming from the Indian traditional knowledge. Both these systems have been found to be doing well in the case of the mental health issues. And what they do basically is that they prevent the mental health issues to become what they become later. I believe that Ontario government is considering some more engagement in yoga and get it to the children so that when they practice it, they would move away from any possible depression or mental health issues. Similarly, it can work for the adults. 21st of June is the International Day of Yoga. And just to share with you, for those who would not know, that resolution was passed in the United Nations with 175 co-sponsors. Canada was one of them. That makes that resolution as the most co-sponsored resolution in the history of the United Nations. So it is not political, it is just for the welfare, well-being of the global populace. So please, please promote yoga, please do yoga, and please see that your friends are also introduced to doing yoga. And Ayurveda is still growing in Canada, but I'm sure very soon we'll find a better traction here. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to inform you these things. There are better trends. Let's ride on the trend. Let's ride on the wave which is there, so that tomorrow we can see better days for the bilateral relations between our two great nations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sanjay Verma ji. Thank you. Okay, Jake, do you do yoga?
No, I don't.
No.
But I should. Well, I do the I don't know what that's
Kapal
called.
Bharti?
Yeah, the pranayama.
Pranaya? Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
by
do
show of hands, how many of you do yoga here? Okay. That's less than I expected. This side of the room is not yoga centric right now. Okay.
Everybody stand up. We're going to do yoga right now. No, I'm kidding.
No? Surya Namaskar? No? Okay. All right. Okay, we're just joking with you. But Jake, I actually heard that we have our very first donation. Do we?
We do. We absolutely do. And really a big shout out. Our first donation is coming from Sunray Group and Shapiro Lawyers.
Of $10,000.
Yeah. $10,000. Thank you very much to Sunray Group as well as to Shapiro Lawyers. Thank you so much. Our first donation, $10,000. You can step up as well. You want to donate 10,000, 5,000, whatever it is that you're able to. That is awesome. You heard our His Excellency talk about healthcare. We talked about yoga, Ayurveda. We talked about healthcare, the importance, and these wonderful 4 hospitals that you will be able to support and make a difference in the lives of us today, but the future as well. So please give generously.
Thank you, Jake, and thank you to the Sunray Group and Shapiro Lawyers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to take a look at the screen. Our Premier of Ontario, the Honorable Doug Ford, wanted to join us today but wasn't able to, so he sent this message for all of us.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank you all for attending the 4th IMEC Canada India Charity Gala. IMEC always organizes great events, and this one is so important. Thank you for donating this year to the Scarborough Health Network here in Ontario. I can tell you, folks, before I got elected and my brother Rob, we always said Scarborough was forgotten by many governments. I can tell you, in this government, we aren't forgetting Scarborough. We're getting a brand new hospital. We're getting the subway. We're getting long-term care built. And there's no better cause than the Scarborough Health Network to donate to. You're all absolute champions, and I hope you have a successful gala. God bless.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Premier Doug Ford. Thank you. I'd like to invite, it's a great honor to have CEO of the Scarborough Health Network here. Would you please welcome Alicia Vandermeer.
So, what's happening at Scarborough Health Network? We are building it forward to bring Scarborough world-class facilities to match the exceptional care we provide. At the heart of our community, SHN's General Hospital will soon become home to the most advanced modern imaging facility in Toronto, the North Pine Diagnostic Imaging Department. Imaging is everything in healthcare right now, and we will have the newest technology in CT scanners, interventional radiology suites, MRI, X-rays, and ultrasound. We are also converting this existing operating room into a new vascular surgical suite with the latest equipment. Soon, we will transform this storage space into a new dialysis unit to expand the existing hemodialysis unit and meet the need for chronic kidney disease care in our community. What about Centenary? We're building a no-wait emergency department based on a groundbreaking model to more efficiently triage, test, and treat patients. The North Pine Emergency Department will feature clear wayfinding, include more isolation rooms and full separation between care stations, dedicated rooms for our mental health patients, and pediatric-friendly design for our youngest patients. Centenary will also include a new fracture clinic, cardiac and arrhythmia clinics, the Orlando Corporation Cardiac Care Unit, and a new dialysis unit. An investment into training the next generation of Ontario's healthcare professionals, Centenary Hospital's new Medical Education Centre will support the Scarborough Academy of Medicine and Integrated Health with state-of-the-art simulation laboratories, technology-enabled classrooms, and wellness spaces for learners and residents. Up next, Bridaltown, the essence of accessible, inclusive, patient and family-centered care. This health and wellness hub will house SHN's Chronic Kidney Disease Center alongside YMCA fitness facilities, childcare, and community space. We are leveling up all of our healthcare facilities and services in Scarborough, and nowhere is this more apparent than at the new Birchmount Hospital, a real game changer for the people of Scarborough. The new Birchmount Hospital will rise up into the skyline with a new state-of-the-art inpatient tower, with more than 200 new beds, 14 new operating rooms, 58 new critical care beds, and the new Orlando Corporation No-Wait Emergency Department. Not only will Birchmount Hospital nearly double its current capacity, it will be home to the Orlando Corporation Mental Health Center of Excellence and the Nanji Stroke Center of Excellence. More private patient rooms, more staff and physician wellness spaces, and more retail food options. How do we design this new hospital? By engaging the people who will use it in every step of the process, from physicians, nurses, students, and volunteers, to patients, families, and community members. We are committed to incorporating the unique needs of Scarborough in every element of design as we continue to shape the future of healthcare at SHN. Together, let's build it forward.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alicia Vandermeer, and I am delighted to be here representing Scarborough Health Network and our $200 million Love Scarborough fundraising campaign. I first of all want to say thank you to Vipul Jani for choosing Scarborough Health Network as a beneficiary for this evening's event. We are so grateful for your support. I also want to recognize that we have 4 of our foundation board members joining us here this evening: Stan Mathalingam, Javed Khan, Ray Gupta, and Shalini Chef, who is one of the award recipients this evening. And thank you, Shalini, for your tireless leadership and your commitment to supporting healthcare across our great city. Now, as you saw in that video, we are working to transform healthcare in Scarborough. And this is something that has been many years in the making. And as you heard from Premier Doug Ford, in many ways, Scarborough had been left behind. And the province recently made a major commitment to build a new hospital in Scarborough. And this is a historic time for our hospitals, and it is our role to raise our community share to support this important initiative. And all donations are important and will help us achieve it. Now, I do want to share with you something about Scarborough. Scarborough is one of the most diverse communities in the country. It is made up of many new Canadians who've chosen Scarborough as a place to make their first home in Canada. And as you know, making it their first home, they deserve the same care as everyone across the province gets. And that's why it's so important to support these hospitals that have been left behind. Many of you have seen our Love Scarborough marketing campaign, which we launched in 2022. And we launched it because people didn't know about Scarborough Health Network, and we have a lot of catching up to do in terms of modernizing our facilities. Now, the Scarborough hospitals provide excellent patient care, but unfortunately the facilities and the equipment has not received very much investment in the past many years, and we are changing that now. Scarborough actually has the oldest operating rooms in Ontario. I'm sure you're surprised to hear that. We also serve about 176,000 visits to our emergency rooms every year, in emergency rooms that were built to serve half of that. So these are just 2 examples of why it's so important to support our Scarborough hospitals. But what our Love Scarborough campaign has done is really create awareness about the incredible need and the incredible inequities faced by our community and the importance of stepping up and providing some support. We have created a movement amongst our friends and families and neighbors to support what we dream of to build a better healthcare system for Scarborough. We're going to be transforming, as you saw in the video, we're going to be transforming spaces, purchasing critical equipment, and advancing care for our community. At this point in our $200 million campaign, we have raised $166 million. We are so grateful to the community for stepping forward and helping us to achieve this, and I hope that you will consider supporting us tonight. It is so important to support Canada's most diverse community and ensure that our population in Scarborough and Durham Region and Markham has the same care as everyone else across the province. Thank you very much for supporting Scarborough Health Network, and thank you again, Vipul, for inviting us here tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, CEO Alicia Vandermeer of Scarborough Health Network. And you know, Alicia, congratulations, by the way, 166 million out of 200 million. That is absolutely awesome. Love Scarborough. That's fabulous. And you know, there's a misconception that the government pays for healthcare, and that is not true. The government pays for bricks and mortar. Alicia just talked about the fact that Scarborough has the oldest operation rooms, and everything that's in those rooms, all the equipment and everything comes from you, comes from us, comes from the community. And that is why it is so important that we are able to give, and we're able to give generously.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alicia. Just by a show of hands, was anyone born here in Scarborough? I knew that. That's my husband back there. Oh, I have another one over here as well, Centenary Hospital. So very, very special to our family as well. Please donate generously. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I invite our next speaker, I'd like to ask that our AV guys please play the Kartarpur Charitable Fund video on the screen, please.
The origin story of the Kartarpur Charitable Fund began in 1991, when a group of physicians who wanted to give back to their motherland came to India. Their mission was to build a clinic to help those in need who could not afford medical care. This group were the founders of the recently formed American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin, or AAPI. It was during this trip that they connected with a local family sharing the same dream, who were willing to donate their ancestral lands and help build a humble but critically important AAPI dispensary. The demand for services quickly outgrew what the dispensary could provide, and in 1996, the Kartarpur Charitable Fund, a registered Canadian charity, was formed to support the efforts of AAPI. For more than 30 years, the Kartarpur Charitable Fund's annual support of AAPI has enabled the once tiny clinic to be reborn into a full-service hospital. The present-day medical facility provides services that normally require multiple locations here in Canada, including hospital services such as surgical theaters, an ICU, an ER with digital intra-hospital triage communications, general medicine such as orthopedics, ENT, gynecology, obstetrics, and a neonatal unit, laboratory services including X-ray, CT scan, and blood testing, general practitioner disciplines such as physicals, eye care, and dental care. There are even rehabilitation services, a pharmacy, and a cafeteria. Much has been accomplished over the past 33 years, including the construction of the current 30,000 square foot two-story facility built solely through donations and without the involvement of government funding. Over the years, close to 2 million people have been treated at the hospital, and beyond this, the hospital is also servicing 140 villages with professional-free medical care and medicine. Twice per month, AAPI medical teams provide health camps in these villages. The villagers undergo general checkups, vision care, and oral care. In addition to health care, Kartarpur Charitable Fund had a vision to do more. They initiated the education wing of AAPI, which today has a building adjacent to the hospital. 5,600 students have been educated through this program. The poorest, most vulnerable children are selected to attend one of several educational programs that are being offered through universities in partnership with the AAPI. The students graduate with a degree from the partner universities. Kartarpur Charitable Fund's sponsorship provides tuition fees, books, and uniforms for the students. Additionally, Kartarpur Charitable Fund provides scholarships for postgraduate professional programs.
Okay, and now I'd like to invite the team from Kartarpur Charitable Fund, Kamal Bhardwaj and Pamila Bhardwaj, to give us more insights. Kamal and Pamila, please welcome them on the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pamela Bhardwaj. I have been a volunteer with the Kartarpur Charitable Fund for the past 28 years. The directors of the Kartarpur Charitable Fund are a group of volunteers that receive no compensation for their work. There are no overhead costs, as all administrative work is run out of the homes of the directors. Almost 100% of donations received by the Kartarpur Charitable Fund are used for the actual running of the charitable hospital. It pays doctors for purchasing equipment and supplies, medicines, etc. The donors to Kartarpur Charitable Fund receive a receipt from CRA deductions, as it is a registered charity. So please take notice, it is a registered Canadian charity and you will receive the receipts. I wish to reiterate the point that the AAPI's operations rely purely on the generosity of the donors. There is no government funding whatsoever, and the most vulnerable population of India is served. I want to share with you a few success stories that keep us motivated in our work. First is a success story of a medical success story, that is. Sympathetic villagers brought a man who had been blind for over 30 years to the hospital during a free eye camp. It was discovered that his blindness was actually caused by cataracts, which were treatable through surgery. But this man never had an eye examination, as he couldn't afford one. This man then underwent eye surgery at the hospital and gained his vision back after 30 years. The second story I wish to share is a successful education story, as part of the charity, as the video indicated, supports the poorest of students in India from the villages. So the story is that of a son of a poor rickshaw driver. This boy was selected as a student by AAPI, who paid for his tuition, uniform, and books. The boy went on to receive a scholarship from AAPI to attend medical school. Today, he is working in a major hospital in India, and he volunteers his time with the AAPI hospital as well. What a fabulous story of a poor rickshaw driver's son. AAPI has served and saved lives through medical care and opportunities provided through educational programs. This work must continue with your support.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center. I've been involved with the Kartarpur Charitable Fund for about 28 years. But before I say a few words, there is a beautiful lady right next to me on my left here. One of the slides, it was actually one of the first pictures, it had a gentleman, and that is the late Dr. Sarjeet Singh. Dr. Sarjeet Singh was the original founding member of AAPI many, many years ago, and he has passed away since. He was also a past president of AAPI. But we have his beautiful wife here, Dr. Ranjit Singh, to say a few words to help you understand what AAPI really means to not only the villages that it supports, but just the community all in general, because it is a charity hospital. Once again, all the people, the underprivileged in that area, receive free medical care, free medicine through donation drives. So we need your support. So, Doctor?
Thank you, Kamal. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. And I'd like to thank you for the invitation for a very, very special evening. I am honored and flattered. I would like to start telling you a little bit history how the Appy Charitable Hospital came into existence. Well, like you know, all the doctors sort of migrated in the late 60s and 70s to United States. First few years, we were struggling to get settled and careers and everything. Around like late 80s, we thought we were going to organize the doctors and make our own association. Well, then, you know, the association was formed and my husband was elected as the president of the association. We wanted to do something back home. What do we do? Okay. Something that's very important, that was his dream, was to start a clinic, a hospital kind of thing. We started with a dispensary. We didn't know where to start because we've been in the United States for many, many years. Cullen family, and Vijay Cullen is here, and Raj Cullen, she's here. They were kind enough to donate us their home. And the dispensary was started in a one room with one doctor, and that's all there was. So over the years, we collected funds and it became a hospital. You wouldn't believe the first time we had an admission. It was a woman who was going to deliver the baby, and I was there, I was visiting, and they told me that so many women are still dying of the childbirth. And I said, no, that's not acceptable. In 1990, we don't die of childbirth. So we arranged for the OB-GYN services. And then with that, now we need a pediatrician. Well, we have to find a pediatrician, which we did. That's where all the children were vaccinated. Nobody's going to get a polio or a cough or anything. And it all happened. It's a 6-story hospital now. We do the, you know, knee replacements, we do the hip replacements. And how did it all happen? It happened because of your generosity, because of you felt the pain of the people who was disadvantaged and didn't have access to a good healthcare system. Okay. There were few people I would like to thank is the Cullen family, Raj Bhardwaj, who's the president of the Kartarpur Charitable Fund, Mr. Vijay Jaini, Mr. Madhu Sharma ji, who is the principal sponsor of the Appy Charitable Hospital. He's also not only a financial sponsor, he spends physically, he is there every year and gives us advice, and we thank you very much, Mr. Sharma. I would like to thank Dilip Multani and Vijay Khalan. Please support the cause. It's the worth cause, because India is still a poor country, and there is healthcare is very important. And we still have over there lot of water related problems, lot of infectious disease problems. Even the malaria has come back. So we need to do that, and that's only going to be possible with your generation donations. So please support it, and let's keep the good work going. Thank you very much.
So Jake, Vipulbhai, to also continue the donations, I'm going to personally donate $5,000 as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Now, there are many of us in this room who have built successful businesses and have worked in successful positions. So we have an opportunity here, because Canada has been good to us. So let's not forget about where we come from India as well. We have many underprivileged people living there, and they don't have the means or ability to help themselves. So organizations like us, AAPI in India, that will help take care of and save some lives and help some people. So please support us as well. Please open your wallets and donate. There are donation cards on the table as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kamal. Thank you. And thank you for your generosity, as always. You're a very kind person. Thank you. And you heard, folks, it started with one doctor and the need. And in 1990, you've got mothers who are dying once they're delivering their child. I mean, that is so unacceptable, as the doctor said. And 100% of the donations today will go to these two causes. So thank you very much. And this is your time to really thank you to Sunray Group as well, Shapiro Lawyers, for making that first donation of $10,000. Thank you very much. Great leaders. Thank you to Kamal Bhardwaj for donating $5,000. Is there any? Yes. Anybody else who'd like to make a donation right now, you can put your hand up. And $10,000. The donation forms are at your table. The goal is 100,000, folks. There's 4 hospitals we want to support, Scarborough Health Network, as well as Kartarpur. So please, if you're able to donate generously. The donation forms are at your tables.
All right, donation forms are at your tables. Please give generously. We now know the 2 organizations we are giving towards the 4 hospitals. Okay, I think it's that time of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, where we get to invite our first set of award recipients onto the stage, along with Vipul Jani, of course, and our Honorable High Commissioner.
Yes.
Okay, so Jake, why don't you take the first few names?
All right. If I can please invite our Vipul Jani and His Excellency, if I can please invite our wonderful High Commissioner, please, to come up.
And you can sit right in the middle if you don't mind. So these 2 chairs right here for you. Perfect.
First up, would you please welcome from VFS Global, Amit Kumar Sharma. Our first recipient is Amit Kumar Sharma. Amit Kumar Sharma is head of Americas at VFS Global, the world's largest outsourcing and technology services specialist for governments and diplomatic missions worldwide. As a regional head for CIS and Eastern Europe for nearly a decade, he led and managed business operations for VFS Global in Russia and Ukraine.
And as the current head of Americas, Amit covers a vast region, including Canada, USA, Latin America, and the Caribbean, managing operations across more than 30 countries. Now, Amit holds a bachelor's degree in commerce and a master's business administration, specializing in international operations. He has a multifaceted experience behind him that positions him as a dynamic leader with a deep understanding of the complexities of visa outsourcing services on a global scale. Ladies and gentlemen, Amit Kumar Sharma.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here tonight at the 4th IMEC Awards celebrating the incredible IMEC community across Canada. Your contribution and dedication in improving lives of Indians and Canadians is truly inspiring. Canada is a home to a vibrant Indian-Canadian community, which is now more than 1 million people. VFS Global, an organization that was founded in India in 2001, has pioneered the concept of visa and passport outsourcing services. Our mission is to make people's cross-border mobility simple and convenient through highly secure, reliable, convenient, and innovative technology solution. Today, as a market leader and a trusted partner to 67 client governments, VFS Global's unique value proposition has enabled governments to focus completely on the critical visa decision-making process and have helped them significantly in driving cross-border mobility, benefiting millions of visa applicants across the globe. In Canada, since 2008, VFS Global has a presence across the cities of Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Halifax, St. John's, Vancouver, and Edmonton, serving 21 client governments. As a responsible corporate citizen, we are deeply committed to sustainable development, adding value to the society and to all our stakeholders. Thank you once again to the IMEC community. Together we can continue to build stronger bridges between Canada and India. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening.
All right, congratulations, Mr. Amit Sharma. Next award recipient is Dr. Anant Seshan, the CEO of 5G Technologies Limited. Now, 5G Technologies specializes in Industry 4.0 technologies, AI, and smart manufacturing solutions. The company has operations in Canada, USA, Mexico, and India. Anand has been helping Fortune 100 organizations worldwide in the areas of robotics, automation, AI, and digital manufacturing.
In the late 90s, he was the main orchestrator in establishing Larsen and Toubro Infotech Canada Limited in Canada as a joint venture between his company and Larsen and Toubro Limited, India. He has been actively collaborating with the National Research Council Canada, Asian Productivity Organization, Japan, Center for Industry 4.0, India, MESA Africa, and National Productivity Council India to promote Industry 4.0 to SMEs. Anand received his PhD from the University of Toronto after completing his Master's in Robotics and Automation from IIT Madras in 1988. He holds 2 patents and has about 30 publications. Wow.
All right, and can we have the award up for Dr. Anant Seshan?
Congratulations, Dr. Anant Seshan.
Greetings to all. With all humility, I thank IMEC Canada for this recognition. I applaud IMEC Canada for their charitable activities and for their fervor to improve Canada-India relations. I wish them all the best to continue the good work. Friends, even though we are in the midst of some challenging times as regards Canada-India relationships, my long-term view is extremely positive because there are more similarities between Canada and India than there are differences. This temporary phase will pass. And to accelerate the process, maybe we as ambassadors of a vibrant and healthy Canada-India relationship can help in propagating positive messages that speak to the strengths of our relationship. At the very least, this may quell the noise created by a small minority that spreads misinformation about both countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much and congratulations, Dr. Seshan. Our next recipient is Devika Panikalapati.
Devika has some fans here too.
Good evening.
She travels with her own fan club, yes. Founding partner at Borders Law Firm, Devika has practiced immigration law for over 20 years. Her practice focuses on providing strategic advice to SMEs and large companies on how to expand their operations to Canada. She's also a serial entrepreneur, acting as an advisor, mentor, and investor in multiple startup companies.
As an executive board member with ICCC earlier, she participated and led several trade missions to India. Devika and her husband Andres Pellinor support a number of philanthropic initiatives. They've donated an entire patient room at Brampton Civic Hospital, helped raise funds for William Osler Health Center, and support Sick Kids Hospital and Habitat for Humanity, among others.
Devika is also passionate about enabling access to education in underprivileged girls. Her family in India has set up a trust in her mother's memory to build schools for children in rural India. Ladies and gentlemen, Devika Panakalapati.
Good evening, everyone. I'm deeply honored and grateful to receive this award, alongside many accomplished Indo-Canadians. I'm thankful to my family, friends, and my team. Congratulations to all the award recipients. I want to thank Impact Media and Events Corporation and Vipul for this recognition. IMEC is doing such a wonderful job in fostering Indo-Canadian relations. India has become one of the most source countries for immigration to Canada, with Indian diaspora increasing to over 1 million as of 2022. Bilateral trade between India and Canada has seen significant growth in recent years, reaching $8.16 billion in 2023. We are seeing increasing number of startups setting up offices in Canada. It gives me immense pleasure to work with my people, and I'm proud that my firm has helped so many people and companies from India to make Canada their home. So again, I want to thank IMEC for this recognition and congratulate all my peers for their contribution to Canada. Have a wonderful evening.
Congratulations, Devika. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is Jay Khosla, the Senior Assistant Deputy Minister, Intergovernmental Affairs, Privy Council Office, Government of Canada. Jay Khosla began his current role in September 2020. In this position, he is privileged to lead Canada's strategic partnerships with the provinces and territories. Prior to joining the Privy Council, Jay served as Senior Assistant Deputy Minister in several energy sector roles at Natural Resources Canada, where he led Canada's international and domestic energy agenda.
Wow. Jay, I was just reading that too. Amazing. Very impressive. Jay has been advancing Canada's global energy transition objectives across multilateral fora, such as the Clean Energy Ministerials, G7, G20, and North American Energy Cooperation, as well as bilaterally with key energy partners in the US, Germany, India, and Japan. He has also served in various senior positions with Health Canada, Service Canada, and the RCMP.
All right, can we have the award, please? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jay Khosla.
Chers collègues, bonsoir. I'm speaking to you from the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe and Algonquin Indigenous peoples in Ottawa, and I wanted to recognize that to start. It's really a great pleasure to be nominated tonight with so many illustrious and accomplished people. And I have to say that when I look at the roster of individual awardees tonight, I'm really truly humbled to be amongst those that have been honored. I also want to say a huge thank you to Vipul Jaini and IMEC for continuing this process year after year to ensure that the people of Indian diaspora are recognized within our community for all what they've done. I'll leave you with 3 quick points, knowing that we don't have much time. First is, I emigrated to Canada with my parents who came from the United States. They were first generation. They came to Philadelphia and then moved to Canada after having Fulbright scholarships and decided they wanted to build Canada, and that they did. We came to a very small community in Ottawa with approximately only 20 Indian families at the time. And when I look back now and how much it's prospered, it is unbelievable, a testament to true progress. We have Hindu temples, we have Sikh temples, we have Muslim temples, we have Buddhist temples, and all kinds of other walks in between. We are making an impact. So I wanted to congratulate the Ottawa Indian community for that and for having had such an impact on my upbringing. Second is, throughout my career in the public service, I've been blessed to work with India, especially when it comes to building relations and also ensuring that we both prosper as nations. And that has been a real treat to watch India grow as I've watched Canada grow at the same time. It's amazing. And what's happening in India now with the elections, what will come out the other side, hopefully we'll be able to build stronger relationships. And that brings me to my 3rd point. An area where I think we should all be thinking about moving forward on is Canada-India trade, especially when it comes to natural resources and beyond agriculture and industry. We all should be working as a call to arms to strengthen the ties economically. Primarily, now is the time to be doing those things. And I look forward to talking to you about that this evening. I wish everybody a great evening and congratulations again to all awards recipients, and namaste.
Thank you very much. Again, congratulations to Jay. I like the apples at his table. I think he was suggesting eat apples. They're very healthy for you.
My name is Jeff.
I think so.
All right. Our next recipient is Jeff Lal, Genco Canada LED Conservative Party nominee. Jeff Lal's entrepreneurial journey began in 1989 with the establishment of Jeff's International Supermarket. In 1989, Jeff started his own mortgage broker's office. Between 1999 and 2007, he created 3 iconic strip plazas, Jaipur Gore Plaza, Jaipur Chrysler Center, and Jaipur Bazaar, and played an integral role in the construction of Bharat Mata Mandir in Brampton.
In 2010, Jeff established Genco Canada LED with the sprawling 60,000 square foot warehouse and distribution center, as well as a 9,000 square foot retail center. Now he has further grown his business with 16 franchise locations, and currently Jeff Lal is also a Conservative Party nominee from Brampton East. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Jeff Lal.
Good evening, friends. My name is Jeff Lal. I'm proud and honored to be here this evening to receive the recipient award for 2024 from IMEC Canada. I would like to thank Vipul Jaini and his entire team for honoring me this evening. The relationship between India and Canada, there's a big bridge behind this. This needs to be fixed. And only it can be done if the government is changed. I'm not going to make a political event here this evening, but there is a big gap between Canada and India that has to be fixed. But that's one issue that we have, but I'm not here about that. My name is Jeff Lal. As I said, I'm one of the nominee candidates from Brampton East Riding from the Conservative Party, the Common Sense Government. The IMEC Canada, Vipul Jaini and his entire team, the fundraising that they have been doing over the years, the money that is going for the good cause, I would like to request each and every one of you here this evening to support him in each and every way, in any ways that you can. This shows that Canada is our home, how much we love our country. There's nothing to say about what Canada is. Canada is to our heart. We love and we cherish Canada. It doesn't matter what part of the world we come from. what we call Canada as a home because we left our home to choose Canada as our home. I would say finally, let's bring the common sense government. Let's bring it home. Thank you so much.
Thank you and congratulations, Jeff Lau. We do. We all choose Canada as our home, so let's make it great. All right, moving on to our next award recipient, Manpreet Mani Mun from Seacliff Capital and Private Equity. Now, Manpreet Mun is a seasoned banker and senior executive with over 25 years in the banking and financial industry. Manny started his career with Scotiabank in 1997. I think my husband started his career there too. Joined CIBC in 2001 and finally moved on to BDC in 2006, where he spent 13.5 years and managed small business and mid-market teams in Vaughan and now in Brampton.
He's actually, I refer to him as the money man because that's his name, Money. And he's a very kind and generous person. I'll tell you, when you're raising money, money just picks up the phone and starts making phone calls and gets dollars like that. So maybe he can help us
Tonight. He can help us tonight.
He could.
All right, you're on.
He runs his own company, Seacliff Capital and Private Equity, assisting businesses and entrepreneurs in raising capital. Manpreet Mun has been associated with the William Osler Health System, mentoring business accelerators with iStart Hub, Ontario, and CBA Catalyst of Brampton, coaching young kids with Brampton Minor Baseball and Brampton Hockey. He has two wonderful young boys as well. He was president for Brampton Board of Trade in 2019. The money man, Manpreet Mani Mun.
I want to thank Impact Media and Events Corporation and Vipul Jaini for this tremendous recognition and honor. At the same time, also, I want to recognize and congratulate other prominent business and political leaders for being recognized for their leadership and contribution. It is also great to see Vipul Jaini and all the work that he's doing through IMEC in raising funds for two different hospitals, the Scarborough Health Network and the Kartarpur Charitable Hospital in Punjab. Everyone can read my bio in the Gala magazine. I'm also involved with the William Osler Health System, which supports three hospitals, Brampton Civic, Peel Memorial, and Etobicoke General. Each year we hold an annual Holy Gala where we raise funds for the equipment and services at these three hospitals. Events like tonight are very important because when it comes to funding and raising funds, there are two elements. One is there's funding available from the government for the hospitals, but that usually is in the form of bricks and mortar. The second element is funding for the equipment and services, where the expectation is that those funds are raised from within the community. They're not funded by the government. So therefore, events like tonight are very important, and please give generously. Once again, IMEC, Vipul Jaini, congratulations to all the recipients, and have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Manny.
You heard it from Manny. Please give generously.
That's right. And, you know, it was like watching him in a movie theater with a little screen. Our next recipient is Nina Tangri, Associate Minister of Small Business, Government of Ontario. The Honourable Nina Tangri was elected to the Legislative Assembly of Ontario in 2018 as MPP representing the riding of Mississauga-Streetville. She is also Ontario's Associate Minister of Small Business.
And just to give you a quick little background of MPP Tangri's political career, after being elected in 2018 and 2019, she was appointed as a parliamentary assistant to the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. Then in 21, she served as the Minister of Small Business and Red Tape Reduction. And now in March 2023, she was appointed as the Associate Minister of Housing.
Wow. The Honorable Nina Tangri. Professionally, Nina is an entrepreneur and small business owner with over 35 years of experience in insurance and finance. She started when she was in diapers until her election, which she no longer wears diapers, I hope, until her election to Ontario's 42nd Parliament. She was the CEO of Tangri Insurance, Tangri Insurance and Financial Group. She has also served as the vice chair for Credit Valley Hospital. I'm speaking this loud so that you can all hear me because you're all making so much noise.
Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, or Adab. I'm Nina Tangri, the MPP from Mississauga Streetsville and the Associate Minister of Small Business, and I wanted to extend a heartfelt thank you to Vipul and the Impact Media and Events Corporation for this award. As someone deeply connected to both my Indian roots and Canadian home, I'm passionate about strengthening the unbreakable bond between our two great nations. Over decades as a business leader and volunteer, I've witnessed firsthand the incredible contributions of the Indian diaspora to Ontario's social fabric and our economic success story. Our entrepreneurial spirit and determination have created jobs, driven innovation, and brought vibrancy to communities across the province. Looking ahead, the potential for Canada-India relations is limitless through increased trade, investment, and knowledge sharing. Our cultural connections and shared democratic values provide a strong foundation to take this critical partnership to new heights. That's why, as Ontario's Associate Minister of Small Business, I'm committed to creating the best environment for entrepreneurs and small businesses to thrive by cutting red tape and reducing costs to the tune of $3.7 billion in 2024 alone. Giving back is a core tenet of our shared culture, and tonight I'm honoured that IMEC is also raising funds for the Scarborough Health Network here in Ontario, as well as the Kartarpur Charitable Hospital in Punjab. Together, let's continue building bridges between Canada and India for mutual growth and progress. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I must say it was because of Honorable Nina Tangri that I am in the position I'm in today, because no, you showed me what it was like to be a woman in politics, and not just a woman, but a South Asian woman in politics. So always an inspiration, and thank you so much. Congratulations. Nina Tangri, absolutely. Okay, next award recipient is Nitin S. Kavale. I hope it's Kavale. Yes, thank you. Okay, President and CEO of Gala and Company, past President and CEO of Cisco Systems Canada, past President, oh, that's where my brother-in-law worked, past President, Enterprise Business Unit, Roger Communication. Nitin Kavale has over 35 years of domestic and international experience in the technology sector. Currently, he's the President and CEO of Gala and Company, an advisory firm helping leaders, CEOs, and board directors maximize the value of their organizations. He is a former president and CEO of Cisco Systems Canada, as well as the former president of Enterprise Business Unit at Rogers.
That's right. Nathan is a past chair of the Conference Board of Canada, as well as past chair of the Holland Bloor View Kids Rehabilitation Foundation. He is also a member of the board of directors for Toronto Global. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Kavale.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for supporting the IMEC Canada India Charity Gala this evening. Tonight raises funds for the Scarborough Health Network and the AAPI Charitable Hospital in Punjab, both great causes. I want to thank Impact Media and Events Corporation and Vipul Jani for this recognition. I also want to congratulate the other outstanding individuals also recognized today for their achievements. As a board member for Toronto Global, I have seen the great possibilities for India-Canada partnerships. I believe the timing is right for continued and expanded collaboration between India and Canada. Both countries need to accelerate and enhance bilateral cooperation activities in areas of mutual importance. We all know the possibilities of terrific win-win scenarios. It is organizations like IMEC that are facilitating these partnerships. Thank you again, and I hope everyone has a wonderful evening.
Our final recipient for the first batch is Naresh Raghubir, co-founder and managing partner of Sandstone Group. Naresh was recognized as one of the top 30 most active consultant lobbyists in 2023 and 2024 by Political Canada, and one of the top 100 lobbyists in 2024 by Hill Times. Naresh's expertise and influence in national security and defense matters were evident during his work in the Senate of Canada. He supported senators on the National Security and Defense Committee. His contributions to numerous reports on the Canadian Armed Forces, the RCMP, CSIS, and other important topics were invaluable.
He also promoted the inclusion of a public commission into the bombing of the Air India Flight 182 off the coast of Ireland in the 2005 Conservative Party's election platform. Since 2021, Naresh has served as a member of the board of CDA Institute, Canada's premier defense and security think tank. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Naresh Raghubir.
Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, good evening. I'm deeply grateful to Vipul and IMEC for this recognition. I want to acknowledge my wife Priya, who is with me tonight. Without Priya's strong support, intellectual challenges, and commitment to our family, I could not be doing what I'm doing to build Sandstone Group and to promote better public policy right here in Canada. Vipul, it is very positive to see IMEC continue to grow as it works to foster better ties with India and stronger relationships within our own community right here at home. As a proud Canadian who was born outside of this country in Guyana, I'm all fortunate to have made this wonderful country our home. We must strive to make it better, stronger, more secure, and more prosperous. Moreover, we must continue to give back, as IMEC is doing tonight, to the Scarborough Hospital. We must all do more to make Canada better. Regarding India and Canada, this is one of the most undervalued relationships in Canada's foreign policy history. From a positive start post-independence in the 1950s, it has deteriorated following the nuclear test, the terrorist bombing of Air India Flight 182, and the most recent allegations. This bilateral relationship has been punctuated by mistrust, hostility, and too many misunderstandings at the most senior levels of government. As we come together tonight, let us affirm our commitment to building this relationship into one that will see Canada and India become strategic partners in defense and security, science and technology cooperation, and trade, including more energy exports, more exports of pulses, potash, and highly valued products. Let us work to help Canada and India increase cooperation to the point of doubling foreign direct investments in each country by 2030. To get there, we need IMEC to continue to play a vital role in seeking out and supporting the difficult but necessary conversations that must be had. Let us all commit to building this relationship so that two great countries, Canada and India, can become true friends and strategic allies. Thank you.
Wow. Congratulations, Naresh, as well. What an incredible group of inspirational Indians who have made a difference in Canada, Jake. I think they all deserve one last massive round of applause.
Yes, and if we can have you folks just come up here with your award and let's take one group picture.
We have a dance performance, all right, and they're all ready now. They look beautiful in their new costumes. And what we have is the students of Nritya Kala Mandir back up on stage. They're going to be performing a song, one that is very close to our hearts, and it ignites our motivation to embark on new ventures. So incredibly pertinent to what's going on here, because everyone that we saw right now embarking on new ventures, doing absolutely groundbreaking things here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our dancers, Mudra Dance Academy.
कांधे पे सूरज टिका के चला तू, हाथों में भर के चला बिजलियां, कांधे पे सूरज टिका के चला तू, हाथों में भर के चला बिजलियां, तूफान भी सोचे जिद तेरी कैसी, ऐसा जुनू है किसी में का, बहता चला तू उड़ता चला तू, जैसे उड़े बेधड़क आंधिया, बहता चला तू उड़ता चला तू, जैसे उड़े आंधिया, मंजर है ये नया, मंजर नया, मंजर है ये नया, के उड़ रही है बेधड़क सी आंधियां, मंजर है ये नया, मंजर नया, मंजर है ये नया, के उड़ रही है बेधड़क सी आंधियां। घायल परिंदा है तू, दिखला दे जिंदा है तू, बाकी है तुझ में हौसला, तेरे जुनू के आगे अंबर पनाहे मांगे, कर डाले तू जो फैसला,
रूठी तकदीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो, कर हर मैदान फतेह, कर हर मैदान फतेह, कर हर मैदान फतेह, बंदे हर मैदान फतेह,
कर हर मैदान फतेह, कर हर मैदान फतेह, कर हर मैदान फतेह, बंदे हर मैदान फतेह।
इन गर्दिशों के बादलों पे चढ़ के, वक्त का गिरेबा पकड़ के, पूछना है जीत का पता, जीत का पता,
इन मुट्ठियों में चांद तारे भर के, आसमां की हद से गुजर के, हो जा तू भीड़ से जुदा, भीड़ से जुदा, भीड़ से जुदा, कहने को सर्रा है तू, लोहे का छर्रा है तू, टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो,
कर हर मैदान फतेह, कर हर मैदान फतेह, कर हर मैदान फतेह, रे बंदे हर मैदान फतेह,
And that was Nritya Kala Mandir. Ladies, you did a beautiful job. Beautiful, beautiful. A great representation of our culture. That was fusion, so not fully classical, not fully Bollywood, whatever that might be, but lovely
You would
fusion.
know this because you actually took Bharatnatyam professionally.
You know it, Jake. You do.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Vipul Johnny has just announced he's going to donate $5,000 from IMEC. So we're now at, I failed math, but I think we're $20,000.
$20,000.
$20,000, folks.
$20,000.
Many of you came here as guests of hosts. Please show your generosity and support your host by donating whatever you're able to. The donation forms are at your table. 20 people at $5,000. We're blessed with what the good Lord has given us in this beautiful country. Let's give back to healthcare. All right? 20 people at $5,000 only, or 5 people at $10,000. All right? And you could partner together. You could partner together like Sunray Group and Shapiro Lawyers. They partnered together. My friend Kamal as well, Kamal Bharadwaj, $5,000. Vipul Johnny, IMEC, $5,000.
And I think we have something else. Remy Babra, $5,000. Yay, thank you, Remy. Excellent. We're now at 25, so we're a quarter of the way there.
That's right.
A quarter of the way there. The night is young. We still have our second group, our second and final group of award recipients. You guys still have some more drinks to be had. Dinner is still yet to be served. So I'm optimistic, Jake. I'm optimistic that we're going to hit our goal of 100,000. Wow, wow. Surati Sweet Mart at $10,000. Surati Sweet Mart at $10,000. That is incredible. Thank you so much.
So what are we at?
We're now at 35.
35.
Is that correct?
35.
35. Someone
Yeah.
keep me honest. Yeah, 35. Surati Sweet Mart. Their products are always in my in-laws' homes. Surati Sweet Mart. You know, kakra, papra, all the like.
Oh, yeah.
All the bundi, all of
Yes,
those.
I know Surti snacks.
Yes,
Yes. Are you
right.
kidding me? Yes.
It's right there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we ask you guys to all take your seats, please? Guys, gentlemen, ladies, if you can all please take your seats. We're ready for our next round of recipients.
Yeah. Friends, if you want to take your seats, we'll get started. Mesdames et messieurs, mes amis, tout de suite, please take your seats. Let's get started, please. Oh, maga bado ho na. I hope that you'd understand Punjabi. See, Ashwin got that. The Honorable Nina Tangri's husband, please sit down.
Wasn't her fault. There was someone talking to her.
Is that Vijay uncle? I think I see Vijay uncle. Paripan uncle ji. Oh, okay.
And we have a group of gentlemen that I'm looking at right now. ICICI Bank, a few other people. Please have a seat. Please, please, please. I can't see too much right now because the light's shining. But I'm telling you, the sooner you have a seat, the sooner we can recognize the next set of award recipients who are formidable on their own.
We get started. Okay.
All right, we're going to get started. So, at the outset, I'd like to invite back on stage the CEO of IMEC, Vipul Johnny, as well as the High Commissioner of India here, Mr. Sanjay Verma, the Honorable Sanjay Verma. If I can please invite both of you back to take the middle seats there. And alongside of them, we're going to invite our next award recipients. We have Pradeep Sood, Paul Topel, Ravi Jain, Shalini Seth,
Sudhir Paladugu, my dear friend Samir Sharma, Vikas Gautam, Vikas Sharma.
All right. So, do we have our recipients? Oh, they're making their way up. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's yes. All right. So everyone can have a seat now. Are we missing anybody? Yes, we are. Ready to go? And we have our audience that is going to listen up as we recognize these incredible human beings on this stage. So the ones who are standing, having conversations, please do respect our awardees and have a seat so I can start with the first awardee. Our first award recipient is Pradeep Sood, Chairman, Exact Group, and the founding director of Highbury Canco Corporation. Pradeep has over 45 years of international management and business experience in Asia, Africa, and North America. He's chaired fundraisers to support causes relating to the Markham Stouffville Hospital, the Royal Ontario Museum, Victims of Fort McMurray Fire Disaster, the Textile Museum of Canada, and Bridgepoint Active Healthcare, to name just a few.
Well, there's more. Pradeep is chairman of the Commonwealth Sport Canada Foundation. He also served on business boards at all 3 levels of government. As chairman of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce, a director with the Canadian Chamber of Commerce and Toronto Region Board of Trade. He was also a member of the Board of Governors, George Brown College, a member of the Canadian Advisory Council for Shastri Indo-Canadian Institute, and a director of the Prostate Cancer Canada Toronto. But you know what? All this aside, the man is just a great guy. If you want anything done, you call up Pradeep Sood. He makes it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pradeep Sood.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to express my gratitude to IMEC for honoring me with this recognition. It is a very humbling experience when you are recognized by members of your own community. Certainly a very proud moment for me. I've been very fortunate to get some unique opportunities that helped me contribute to the economic growth of the community at large and in building the Canada-India corridor. I believe that this recognition is not just for me, but a reflection on the collective efforts of everyone who has been a part of this initiative. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to all who shared their wisdom and helped me through this journey. I would especially like to thank my wife, Anu, for standing by my side, cheering me on, and believing in me. While a lot of work has been done and continues to be done in building a strong Canada-India corridor, one can see that at this time we are going through a few unusual challenges. Whatever the circumstances, I am confident that this relationship will strengthen in times to come, as the two great countries have always enjoyed working together and have made a huge contribution to the world. I take this opportunity to ask all of you to participate in making the two nations even greater and our world a better place. Thank you once again to IMEC for this incredible honor. Thank you.
See, I told you, if you want anything done, you ask him, and he already goes on there and says, please make a donation. Yes, please do give generously. Thank you very much, Pradeep Sood, my dear friend.
Yeah, we're at 35 on our way to 100
counting.
and counting.
And counting to 100,000.
All right, and our next award recipient, ladies and gentlemen, is Paul Topil, Canada's Indo-Pacific Trade Representative.
On September 5th, the Prime Minister of Canada announced Paul Topil as Canada's first Indo-Pacific Trade Representative. Previous to his appointment, Paul was the Assistant Deputy Minister, Asia Pacific at Global Affairs Canada. He received a 2021 Public Sector Award of Excellence for his contribution towards the release of Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig, two Canadian citizens arbitrarily detained by China. Paul has served abroad as Minister Commercial at the Embassy of Canada to Japan in Tokyo.
And earlier, he was the Senior Assistant Deputy Minister and Chief Finances, Results and Delivery Officer at Indigenous Services Canada and Crown Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs Canada, as well as positions at the Treasury Board, Secretariat, the Department of Finance, and the Canadian Commercial Corporation. He is currently based in Jakarta, Indonesia, for his diplomatic assignment. So we're truly lucky to have you here today. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Paul Hopel.
I would like to thank the organizers for this award. In particular, I would like to thank the organizers for their time and energy to identify the positive contributions of Indo-Canadians to the success of Canada. We can be truly proud to be Indo-Canadians today. I'm grateful to my parents who decided to make the leap, like so many Indians, to move from Kerala, India, to Canada in the 1960s. While devoting their lives to integrating within Canadian society for the sake of their two children, they never forgot their Indian roots and ties back home. Summers were always spent back in India to be with family, and my parents raised us with the Indian values of working hard, of understanding the value of education, respecting elders, and helping those in need. This is why my parents established a charitable organization called Canada India Village, whose purpose was to assist those in the village where my father came from. The charitable organization, now no longer in existence, created a land estate that provides income from crops and training for vocations for the poor who live nearby. Giving back is why I also joined the Canadian Public Service as a means of thanking Canada for welcoming my family and to make this country more successful. I'm particularly proud of representing Canada abroad as part of Canada's Foreign Service. And I thank the Prime Minister of Canada for announcing my current diplomatic role as Canada's first ever Indo-Pacific Trade Representative to advance trade and economic relations between Canada and countries in the Indo-Pacific. It's natural that I'm approached both in Canada and internationally on Canada-India bilateral relations. And it is clear that under Canada's Indo-Pacific strategy, India remains a critical partner for engagement. In my view, the long-term outlook for our bilateral relations is extremely positive due to the significant people-to-people ties between our nations. I'm honored to accept this award in the accompaniment of other Indo-Canadians with incredible contributions to Canada. Thank you once again for this nomination.
All right, and congratulations, Paul Popo. Next up, we have Ravi Jain, founder Jain Immigration Law. Ravi is one of Canada's most recognized immigration lawyers. He was selected as Lawyer of the Year by the Best Lawyers in Canada, which is the oldest peer review publication for lawyers. Who's Who Legal also recognized him as a thought leader, which is the top ranking for obtaining the highest number of nominations from peers, corporate counsel, and other market sources.
Wow. Ravi has been invited to address committees in both the Canadian Senate and the House of Commons as a subject matter expert in immigration law on several occasions. He's the only person who has held top leadership position of the two major National Immigration Lawyer Association groups. He was instrumental in founding the Canadian Immigration Lawyers Association and was appointed national co-president by the board for 2023-2024. He's also the past national chair of the Canadian Bar Association Immigration Law Section. Ravi Jain.
want to say thank you very much to Vipul Johnny and to IMEC. It's a pleasure to support the Canada-India Charity Gala, and it's a very noble effort. You know, when I get these kinds of recognitions, I really do think about my father, the late Harish Jain. He received the Order of Canada and was an inspiration for me in terms of when I decided to get more involved, not just as an immigration lawyer, trying to obviously do ethical good work. I had wonderful mentors such as Mendel Green, who instilled in me the importance of just providing genuine advice and advising people ethically and honestly as their chances. And that has led to some great success and word of mouth in the community. So I wanted to recognize them, and I also wanted to, you know, indicate that, you know, it's been a great pleasure volunteering as I have for the last 10 years with the Canadian Bar Association as the national chair of the immigration section, and also initiating and then co-founding and leading the Canadian Immigration Lawyers Association. Those events, those opportunities have been really about trying to give back and help shape policy for the benefit of immigrants and refugees, but also giving back to the legal community and mentoring younger immigration lawyers. So I would just say this is a great recognition, and it's very, you know, warmly and kindly appreciated. Thank you.
From one Jane to the other, congratulations, Ravi.
Yes, congratulations. Next recipient is Shalini Sheth. Surathi Sweet Mart. Shalini serves as Director of Operations and Supply Chain of Surathi Canada and Chief Operating Officer of Surathi USA, making her a key figure in manufacturing of East Indian snacks and baked goods. In her current role, Shalini oversees the production and supply chain functions across Surathi's operations in North America, as well as their manufacturing plant in India.
She also serves on the board of directors for Scarborough Health Network Foundation, SHN, who we are raising funds for today, and the American Chamber of Commerce in Canada, the GTA chapter. She's also actively involved as a committee member on the Scarborough Women of Philanthropy Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Shalini Sheth.
To be a recipient of this prestigious award today. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my family. They have been my unwavering support system, providing the foundation upon which I have been able to thrive and succeed. Their guidance, love, sacrifices have been instrumental in shaping both my personal and professional life. I also want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Surathi team. Without their dedication, hard work, and shared vision, none of these achievements would be possible. Each member plays a vital role in driving our company forward, and I am grateful for their commitment and to be a part of this amazing journey. As a third-generation family member to join Surathi, I feel a profound sense of responsibility to hold our legacy and continue pushing the boundaries of success. This award serves as a reminder of the importance of perseverance and innovation in both my roles as a mother, wife, and business person. Furthermore, I believe that as business leaders, we must continue to have a voice and advocate for policies that foster growth and allow us to compete on a global scale, while also giving back to the community in which we live and work. Thank you.
All right, Shalini, I got to tell you, my daughter loves Surathi bundis in her dahi, in her yogurt. Oh my God. And I like the marketing. Did you see how the video was? Right, there's little Shalini over here. There's all the products that we sell, folks. There you go. Get your products of Shalini at your local grocery stores.
And thank you again for the $10,000 donation.
Thank you, Shalini. Thank you so much.
Surathi Sweets, fantastic. You know, no pressure, other people up here. No pressure. Okay, we are, sorry. Okay, our next award recipient is Sudhir Paladugu, President and COO of Marcan Pharmaceuticals. Sudhir has been in the pharmaceutical industry now for over 27 years, currently serving as the President and Chief Operating Officer of Marcan Pharmaceuticals Limited in Ottawa.
Sudhir manages entire Canadian territory for parent group MCure Pharmaceuticals Inc. in Pune, India, Marcan, and its subsidiary company Mantra Pharma. Montreal has about 170 employees with an annual gross turnover exceeding $400 million. Sudhir is my new best friend. Sudhir has been involved in many charitable and non-profit organizations, including Shepherds of Good Hope, CHEO Ottawa, and more.
And I love this part. His motto in life is carry your passion and walk the talk. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to congratulate Sudhir Paladugu.
Good evening. I'm truly grateful and honored to accept this recognition from IMEC and to congratulate to the group of exceptional individuals and highly accomplished for being honored in this evening by IMEC. I want to highlight that India is a global leader in generic drug manufacturing, significantly contributing to making healthcare more affordable worldwide. Indian pharmaceutical companies are increasingly investing in R&D, leading to innovation in biotechnology and vaccine development. India pharma exports to Canada grew 21% at about $506 million in fiscal year 2023, comparing to the previous fiscal years. Pharmaceutical sales in Canada have about 2.2% share of the global market, making Canada is the 8th largest world market. Hence, I believe the Canada-India relationship should be healthy in all formats, including the healthcare sector. A free trade agreement will bring mutual benefits for both the countries. Marcan Pharmaceuticals, and with its parent group of companies, MCure Pharmaceuticals, play a crucial role in producing affordable generic drugs, including complex injectable products, and ensuring access to life-saving medications to Canadians. On this occasion, I'm deeply grateful to IMEC for raising funds to Scarborough Health Network, Ontario, Canada, and Kharagpur Charitable Hospital in Punjab, India, and remain committed to promoting and helping Canada and Indian health life. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my wife, colleagues, and friends in the industry for their countless support in my journey.
Very nice. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Our next recipient is someone I've gotten to know for a number of years, and I just love this young man. He is probably the youngest president and CEO. Yeah, see, I haven't even mentioned his name and I'm already getting shout outs. Samir Sharma, the president of Crown Group of Hotels. Now, Samir Sharma is president of Crown Group of Hotels. You know, his dad started the business, and Shivani is Samir's sister, and he ran the business. Samir has really taken the business to new heights, and I'm so proud of the work that he does. He has helped create and grow his family business, which owns and operates hotels, golf courses, and holds development lands of over 650 acres with plans for high-rise apartment and condominium construction at an estimate value of $3 billion.
And as Jake said, he has grown the business incredibly because today Crown Group of Hotels employs over 450 people, taking its hotel portfolio from under 10 million 10 years ago to over 200 million. He has successfully expanded the family business from just hotels to leasing, movie production, corporate financing, and construction for residential developments of high-rise apartments and condominiums. Samir Sharma is an avid golfer, frequent sponsor and supporter of many chambers of commerce, boards of trade, film festivals, not-for-profit organizations, and so much more.
And I don't know if you know, Samir Sharma is actually a Bollywood actor. He was actually in a film as well. So
I
there you
did
go.
not get his autograph.
And then for the ladies that are wondering, like, gee, I have a daughter at home. He's already taken. He's married and he's happily married. So he is the current chair of the board of directors for Mississauga Board of Trade as well. Please welcome Samir Sharma, the president of Crown Group of Hotels.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Vipul Jani and IMEC Media for recognizing me tonight amongst the distinguished awardees and guests of the evening. It's truly an honor to be here and be recognized. I would like to thank my parents, Mr. Kuldeep Sharma and Mrs. Poonam Sharma, whose journey started in India as they conducted business there, then immigrated to Canada, the land of opportunity. I'm now a second generation in business, and I'm proud that my parents instilled me with the values of an Indian and am proud Canadian. As chair of Mississauga Board of Trade, I pioneered a trade mission to India earlier this year and was fortunate to sign an MOU, expanding on the ties of India and Canada. Once again, I'd like to thank the organizers of the event and hope everybody enjoys their evening. Thank you.
Congratulations, Samir. And the age-old adage came into mind: behind every successful man are like equally amazing and successful women. And I saw you supported by both your sister and your wife there, taking all the photos. Very, very cute. Very lucky. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next up, we have Vikas Gautam, the Chief Executive Officer, Global Offshore Business for Aditya Birla Sun Life Assessment Management Company Limited. Vikas spearheads the global offshore business at Birla Sun Life Asset Management Company. He leads the strategic initiative to provide a strong platform of high-quality product solutions for global investors investing in India.
He brings with him over 21 years of work experience in financial services, including asset management, private wealth management, and investment advisory services. Prior to his current role, he was working with Citibank and Dubai as vice president and was responsible for managing wealth of ultra-high net worth families. Before that, he worked at Prudential ICICI Asset Management Company in India and also worked with BNP Paribas and ICICI Capital Services in India in the investment advisory and institutional business group. Our next recipient, please welcome Vikas Gautam.
Hi, my name is Vikas. I represent the asset management industry from India. We have been having an affiliation with Sun Life for over 30 years, and our firm is Aditya Birla Sun Life Asset Management Company. I have been traveling for over 2 decades now across Canada promoting the India investment story. I am thoroughly impressed with the diversity of culture that I have witnessed, as well as the hospitality of people. As you all know, that India is moving towards becoming the economic superpower. And I am personally very excited to see the level of interest that we see from investors as well as advisors across Canada. And I would also like to say my heartfelt thanks to IMEC for recognizing my efforts towards promoting this story. I would continue to educate all the advisors and the investors fraternity across Canada about the growth prospects of India. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Vikas. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes, very nice. Our final recipient for this batch is Vikash Sharma, the President and CEO, yes, of ICICI Bank Canada. Vikash Sharma has, my goodness, he has around 25 years of experience in India and internationally with senior leadership positions in India, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and North America.
And most recently, Mr. Sharma was the ICICI Group Business Head for Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, and Jharkhand. Those are the states in India. He spent 11 years as the ICICI Group Regional Head for Middle East and Africa, as head of corporate and commercial banking in Southeast Asia while working out of Singapore, and was also the chief manager of the International Financial Institutions Group at the ICICI head offices in Mumbai, Merijan.
Mr. Sharma holds a degree in Chartered Accountancy from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, where he was ranked third at the national level. Wow. He also holds a degree in cost accountancy and was ranked 7th at the national level. Our final recipient, Vikash Sharma.
Good evening to everyone. I am Vikash Sharma, the President and CEO of ICICI Bank Canada. I would like to express my gratitude to Mr. Vipul Jani and Impact Media for honoring me with this prestigious award. ICICI Bank recently completed 20 years of presence in Canada. Now we have presence in 14 locations across Canada in 5 provinces. Our aim is to serve banking requirement in India-Canada corridor. This corridor is growing day by day with movement of so many newcomers from India to Canada, in addition to current Indian diaspora of more than 2 million in Canada. We are focused on providing solutions for movement of people, goods and funds between India-Canada corridor, and we have a meaningful market share in this corridor which will continue to grow. And thanks to all of you for your continued support, and have a nice evening ahead.
Congratulations, Vikash Sharma, very much. And like I've told you before, it was my ICICI bank of choice for my 10 years in Mumbai. So congratulations. Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, the incredibly accomplished individuals up on stage and award recipients for the 4th annual IMEC Canada India Charity Gala. Please give them all a big round of applause.
I know dinner is being served. Put that fork down, fill out the forms, and our volunteers are going to be coming around to pick up those forms.
They're going to pick them up in 10 minutes. You've got 10 minutes to make your decision about how much you're donating. And remember, no amount is too small. It's all going to such important causes. So please do give generously.
And later on, we are going to invite Alicia to come back here, our CEO for Scarborough Health Network, as well as Kartarpur Charitable Hospital team as well to come up, Kamal Bhardwaj as well, and then to receive the donation checks that you have generously donated, where 100% will go right back into these 4 hospitals. All right, we also have entertainment that is yet to come. So don't leave. You've had dinner, there's dessert, there's entertainment, there's the donations that you made, the presentation of that. There's so much more. It's Friday night only. Come on.
And Jake's going to perform a dance for all of you as well.
You're going to do Bharatnatyam.
And you're going to do Bhangra.
Yeah, okay.
As if they'd stay back for that, for the two of us. No way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget, your charitable donations will be getting a tax receipt, so no issues there. Thank you once again to all of those who've already donated. We're at $35,000. We're close to halfway to our goal. Yes, a big round of applause for $35,000 so far. Thank you, thank you.
But you know, Pekka, that's a very good point, because the donations are tax, you can get a tax receipt, which is absolutely awesome. Good.
So it's like no money out of your pocket, essentially. All right, to entertain you while you're enjoying your dinner, we have the Golden Boys coming up. They've got 3 different acts: Rola Bola, Duo Balance, and the Trio Club Juggling. They participated in 2 circus festivals, Festival International du Cirque, and then a lot more words in French in France, the Auvergne, Rohan, Alpes, et Sarre in France, and Budapest Circus Festival in Hungary. They participated in the show Little World Circus in Japan, Dragon Circus in Holland, Cirque Moderno in France, the Netherlands, National Circus, the UK. Okay, guys, this is an absolutely international performance here on stage for you to dazzle you with their skills. So they've been growing their circus performance for the past 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome the Golden Boys.
$35,000 right now. This is the last appeal. Can we take it to 50 at least? Can we have a couple of people to bridge the gap? We need $15,000 more at least. Can we have 3 people for $5,000 each? Or 1 for 10 and 1 for 5? Anyone? Do I see any hands? Come on guys, we'll all end up in a hospital someday. Anyone raising hands that I am not able to see? We need $15,000 more to make it an even 50,000. Anyone? We are at 35 right now.
All right.
All right, let's come up here right in the center. Thanks to you, congratulations. You raised $20,000 for Scarborough Health Network Foundation. From Kartarpur Charitable Hospital team, if they can please come up. Kamal, Uncle, you come up. Kamal, Pamela, come on up here.
We have $50,000 for Kartarpur Charitable Fund, ladies and gentlemen.
Bhainon, bhaiyo, all ladies and gentlemen. First of all, my name is DJ Callahan. I came to Canada 50 years ago. I came to England another 10 years. 60 years ago, I was 20, student of VHU when I was in the university, when I left India. And for last 33 years, me, my sister, she's the president of the Kartarpur.
Hello everybody, thank you very much for your generosity. And you gave us little money, we don't know, over the summer expenses.
And just because it says $35,000, if any of you still want to donate, you absolutely can. All right, just come and see one of these folks. Everybody, thank you very much.
And of course, the AV Night Productions as well for all of the support here. Okay, good night, everybody. My name's Upeka, and this was my incredible co-host, Jake Veer. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, everybody.